We are live. I'm trying to. Hello. Okay. Welcome back to the ADHD podcast, where we will talk about the burning topics. Today, I'm going to have a serious conversation with y'all and give you some dating advice. Now, first off, I know this is a little different setting. I don't have any guests today because of, stuff that happened. I don't know. Everybody's busy and stuff. So this is going to be a little different, but I think it's going to be fun. I enjoy talking to myself, and I'm going to give you some dating advice because I am, after all, I'm a very sophisticated person. We're going to start out with a real easy one that I like to call if you're not afraid of a little risk and you're cheap, always carry a bag of expired candy. Okay, I don't eat candy myself, but I think it shows you're not afraid of a little risk and you're cheap. That's what the description says, and I think that's kind of cool. Women like a little risk. They're just like, what? Why would he bring expired candy? I have no idea, but I think that's a good one. The next one I have is never ordered the same thing as your date. Okay, a lot of these don't apply to me because I've never been on a date, so it doesn't really matter. But unless it's a flaming dessert, then you're in this together. I'm not sure what that means. A flaming dessert. If you know, go ahead and comment some stuff because I have no idea what that means. All right. Practice your laugh in the mirror. Guys, this is a big one. You want to sound both genuine and slightly mechanical. Yeah, so you want to make sure you're just like practicing the mirror, just like, ah ha 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 ha. Yeah. So if it shatters your self-confidence to practice in a mirror, don't do it. It doesn't work, and don't do it. But if you want to practice in the mirror, guys, this is going to be good. So you just know what you look like, and you make sure you're just like, don't do that. Make yourself laugh. For me, you got to think of a funny thing. For me, it's, a monkey falling off a cliff, or it's always random every time. It's just like, and that just makes me die laughing. Or you watch a funny Instagram or something. You go, you go around, and it's fun. It's really fun. All right, the next one is going to be... No way, bro. I haven't even read some of these. No way. Okay, here we go. Guys, listen up. If your date likes animals, definitely do this. Bring a small ferret on your first date. It's a conversation starter, and it's always a good judge of character. What? I mean, a ferret is a good conversation starter. I would give that, but I don't know why it would have to be a ferret. Like, couldn't it be like a rabbit or something? Like, ferrets are disgusting. But I mean, that is a good conversation starter. Like, but it couldn't be not either, because like you could be like, well, a ferret is very disgusting, and I don't think she would want to bring up that conversation. Like, what are you doing with a ferret? Like, what are you doing with a ferret? I don't even know. So that's an interesting one. I think you should use that as framework, guys. Just make something conversation starter. So if you're scared, you can, put it on them to ask the questions. So you can just, like for me, it would be a Lego cat. I would bring my Lego cat. It's over here. There he is right there. He's my furry feline friend. He would be a good conversation starter. Because if I walked into the restaurant with a cat, I mean, a Lego cat, like, what would you say in that situation? I don't even know. I think that would be interesting. If a guy did that to me, I'd run. I would too. Ferrets are disgusting. Not that I'm dating a guy by any means. I develop an uncanny ability to mimic the sounds of various animals. It's surprisingly charming. Okay, where are you getting that information from? Because when I do Donald Duck, all the kids come running. Okay, I've never gotten any girl by doing Donald Duck, so I don't know why mimic the sounds of various animals. I guess maybe real animals and not fake cartoon animals. I mean, I think Goofy is really funny, but I could be wrong about that. That's probably just something that I need to work on as far as that, but that is interesting. Insist on speaking in rhymes. It adds a touch of the Shakespearean flair to any conversation. Boys, don't ever do that. Don't ever rhyme. That makes you come across as a very big nerd. That don't ever I don't like that one. Guys, comment that. Would you be attracted to a guy that quotes Shakespeare or speaks in rhymes all the time? That would not be, I don't know. Yeah, that's not attractive at all. That's what comments come in. They're like, "Ew, no way." I would not do that one if I were y'all. Let's see. Bring a portable disco ball on every date? Because who doesn't love a little improv dance party? No, I'm not doing that. Start every date with a dramatic, over the top entrance. Think smoke machine, maybe a spot. Okay, I would do this. I like this. This one, this one is really good because I think it's really funny. I like to take it over the top, so I would like to be over dramatic. I would do this totally like that. It shows your character and like do it to your own strengths. Like, come on, man, that is cool. Definitely do that. I would have a smoke machine when I came in, and I would just be like, in the middle of the restaurant. Of course, in the middle of the restaurant. That would be insane. Because the only restaurant I go to is my kitchen, so that would be pretty cool. I've never read any of these just for the sake of my reaction, so these are all new to me. Some of these I'm going to have to try now. Always wear a name tag. It saves a lot of awkward introductions. I have mixed feelings about this one, guys, because if you aren't willing to like make conversation, it's just a name tag. I don't think that's a good. I don't like to do that. I like to use people's names. I forget a lot, but I want to get better at that. So if I were to wear a name tag, that's not going to do anything at all. It's not going to make me any better. But I do kind of like the idea because it does kind of leave less awkward introductions. I would probably like it more on the person I'm going on a date with than myself because I already know my name. So that one, yeah, I thought it was a good idea at first, but now I'm just gonna scratch that. I would never use that. Oh, no. If all else fails, just start quoting Nicolas Cage movies. It's bound to be entertaining. Oh. Who's Nicolas Cage? All right. Now we're getting into the good ones, guys. Always arrive late. It makes you appear mysterious and high demand. I totally do not agree with this one. I don't like this one. This makes you come unconfident and always late. Like you didn't even care. Occasionally, I like to throw people off. Yes, you can do it occasionally, but don't always arrive late because, it also added this at the end. Unless you're late to your own wedding. This probably won't work. I agree 100% with that, but don't show late for everything. There is a benefit to throwing them off and saying, "Hey, I can't make it," or "I accidentally, I didn't respond," or "I forgot." Occasionally that's okay because that gives them a that gives him, oh, he's busy. His time is valuable to him. But it also doesn't make you come across like, yeah, he's always late. He doesn't care. Because, you know, you do have your own life. You know, you need to, the girls love when you are productive with your time, if that makes sense. So if you make sure that your time is productive and you honestly forget, that's always the best option. You know, don't just do it for the sake of doing it, because that's not very good at all. Bring a pet rock on every date. Name it after your Name it after your date and see how they react. Prepare for awkward silence. I mean, that's actually pretty funny. Actually, hey, I would do that for sure. I'm looking at the comments here. I don't drink blood, and the last time I looked in the mirror, I had a reflection. Nicholas Cage. Oh, okay. Actually, that I like that. That's that's actually really funny. Okay, yeah. The Rock. Bring the Rock, a pet rock. That's pretty funny. All right, here we go. Insist on ordering the only the spiciest thing on the menu. Test their tolerance for heat and their ability to handle your fiery personality. If you have a fiery personality, I guess this would work, but that's interesting. That's a mediocre option. I don't do well with like too spicy stuff, but hey, you do you. Start every conversation with once I wrestled a bear and then make something up. And see how long you keep the lie going. I love doing stuff like this. I don't know about y'all, but I really love doing stuff like that. I love making up stories on the spot and then just adding to them until they get outrageous. Like, uh, once I wrestled a bear and he was in the tree and I was in the tree as well because I saw the honey. I was going up there first to get the honey because I was like, I have my smoke machine from the previous date. You remember the last date we had where we had the smoke machine? I brought my smoke machine and I was going to go get some honey. And the bear comes up right under me and he starts, you know, clawing at my britches. And I'm like hanging onto the tree and my britches because I don't want the bear to pull them down. So I'm holding it and I'm like, oh, this bear. So I take the smoke machine and I just blow it right in his face. And the bear's just, you know, he's clawing at the tree and he's starting slowly to just fall down. And he's like clawing the tree and he's falling down. But my hand slips. I grab the hive and I have not and the smoke machine at this point is not pointed up toward the hive. So now I grab the honey and now the bees are just all over my arm and they're stinging me and it hurts so bad. It hurts like when you get spanked and all over and it hurts so bad. And so you know what I did? I let go of the hive and now I have the smoke machine. But my legs are wrapped around this limb. And so I start to fall backward. And the bear, I fall all the way down, just out of the tree onto the bear. And look, so you know, you keep going on and on. But, you know, that's just one of the things that I really like that. That's a good conversation opener. I think I would do that. Wear mismatched socks. It shows you're quirky and unconfidential. depends on the girl you're going on a date with at that point. I feel like some of these are kind of niche for the type of girl you're trying to attract. If you're trying to attract a high status woman, I don't think that's going to work because that's not what we're looking for. If there's a nerd or something, like I get it. Like that's some girls think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. I can't stand to wear mismatching socks. I only do it to bother someone, but if I had to choose, I would not be caught doing that. Unless, my brothers take my socks all the time. So sometimes I end up with a sushi sock and a snowman sock sometimes. Where am I going with this? Oh, this is a good one. Guys, if you don't have a lot of money to spend on the date, bring a kazoo on your first date. It's a great way to break the ice, engage their musical appreciation. I love this. As a musician myself, a kazoo would be epic. I mean, that'd be nice. A kazoo would be like really good kazoo. I like that one. All right. Talk about your exes consistently. It shows your emotional availability and are ready for a new relationship. Oh, sarcasm intended. I was like, oh. This is actually a real piece of dating advice, guys, or something I've heard. Don't talk about your exes in front of the girl you're interested in because that is it's hard. But no one wants to hear that. No one cares about. They don't care about that, and that's not a good discipline to have. No one wants to hear that you complain about your past because that means you're bitter and you haven't moved on. Like, who wants someone like that can't move on? It's just insane, So don't ever do that, especially if you're trying to make an impression on them. Don't do that. You are consistent. Okay. Insist on speaking an exaggerated British accent, regardless of your actual accent. I don't know what to say to this one. I really don't. Okay, if there's any girls watching, do you think it would be funny if a guy was like talking in a overly pronounced British accent? Like, would that be insane to you? Like, would that be kind of weird? Like, if someone was like, hello, I need the pie, father. Where's the pie, father? I need the crumbs from the pie, father. Like, if someone was doing that to you, I think I would leave. I think, like, what are you on? I don't know. Bring a live goldfish to the date. It's a unique gift and a conversation starter. Okay, I like this. See, I think bringing gifts is good. I think it's good to bring gifts to someone. And a goldfish is a good one. And I will tell you why this is the worst idea in the entire world to get your girlfriend or date a goldfish, okay? I got my sister a goldfish for Christmas one year, and I thought, oh, this is going to be cool. It's a little fish in a tank. But the minute she opened it, you could see she was trying not to be rude, but she was like, all this work I have to do. Now I have to clean the tank, and now I have to wash all that out. Like, I actually hate this. And so, just rule of thumb, if you've been to their house or they like fish, then go for it. That's a great gift. But if you're just wondering, what should I get my girl or my date? Don't get them a fish. Because it's not fair for the fish because they'll be hated and probably die. And it's not good. It's just not good. It's just not good at all. So I wouldn't recommend that. I do recommend gifts, though. I do like, everybody gets flowers, and some girls like flowers, so get them that. But if you want to be more unique, if you make something, it's a lot harder for them to refuse it. I'm just going to say that out loud. If you make flowers with paper, that's pretty cool. Or origami or Legos, Lego flowers do beat all. That, it worked in my mind when I tried it one time. End every date with a dramatic rendition of your favorite opera song. Warning, this may cause immediate flight. Of course it's going to cause immediate flight. Like, gee whiz. I would leave right if as soon as they open their mouth, I'm like, opera singer, that's a red flag. That is a crimson flag. Get out of there. No one wants an opera singer. For sure. That is, ooh. The screech is just, ugh. I can't handle that. I cannot handle opera singers. Don't ever do that. If you're classically trained, that's fine. But if you are, where was I going? Oh yeah. Every single one of these is a red flag. Okay, I'll give you that. That's right. Always order the most expensive item on the menu, even if you have to eat it in secret later. Impress them with your wealth. At least your appetite for debt. At least your appetite for debt. That didn't make any sense. No, I order the most expensive item on the menu. Ooh. I think you should buy them the most expensive item on the menu to show your wealth, not yourself. Like, that's kind of dumb, right? I mean, like, yeah, huh. Open all your dates with the national anthem. Ooh, that shows how patriotic you are. I like that. Chapman Hodges has said that comment. He's like, open all your dates with the national anthem, guys. That shows the patriot in you in this country. I like that. Bring a copy of your resume on the first date. It's a great way to showcase your impressive accomplishments. Romance is dead. Long live corporate culture. No comment. Insist on bringing in riddles and expect them to solve them. Prepare for a lot of confused silence and possibly a swift exit. Insist on speaking in riddles. Why was Gollum single? I mean, he was ugly too, but still, Bring a portable karaoke machine. It's a great... No. It's a great way to test their musical tolerance and your own vocal range. A warning, this may result in immediate regret. Definitely in regret. Start every date by reciting your entire life story in exaggerating detail. Guaranteed to make a lasting impression, but maybe not the desired one. I would, with your life story. Your life story. I don't know what I think about that. That's kind of clingy, I feel like, but hey, if whatever works, whatever floats your boat. If you want to do that, go ahead. I don't care what you do with your life. I'm not going to be doing that, but if you want to do that, you can. Wear a full hazmat suit on your first date. It shows you're cautious and safety. Romance may be dead, but at least you're protected from germs. Oh, I love that one. That would be funny. It'd be really funny. All these are like commercials. They make it sound so amazing, and then you give them all the Okay, Meg, I like that. I would agree with that. Wear a full hazmat suit. You won't get germs. And you'll have something over your face so you can keep away. You can keep safe from the Ewies. That way, if She likes to get hands-on. You are safe from germs. You know what I'm saying? Bring a collection of your own poetry and read aloud. It's a great way to showcase your artistic side. I feel like if my mom had to date over again, she would do this. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Mom? Am I wrong? I think you would. I think you would do that. I don't know. Read aloud. Like, reading it aloud, that sucks, man. I don't know. Prepare for a swift change of scenery? What? Insist on communicating through interpretive dance. Good luck with explaining your feelings about the weather. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is probably my favorite one so far. Insist on communicating through interpretive dance. Good luck explaining your feelings about the weather. Oh my goodness. This is so funny. I've never thought of that. Interpretive dance. I don't even know what that is. Interpretive dance, like that's funny. Interpretive. Like, how would you dance to explain the weather? Oh my goodness. These are good. This is pretty funny. All right. Bring a pet tarantula to the date. It's a great icebreaker and a surefire way to test their bravery. I wouldn't even bring a tarantula on a date. Like, ooh, that's just brutal. Like, ooh, sorry about that. I think it's dusty in here. Bring a pet tarantula. I don't think that's a good idea. Don't bring a pet tarantula. I don't like that. Don't like it so. All right. Here's the last one I have. Thank you. See, we have some nice people on this chat. All right. This is the last one I have on here for y'all. You know, thanks for hanging around. This has been a very short one, and it'll be a little shorter, but hey, it was fun. All right. This one is really important, and then I'll give you some actual real advice just because I have to make this worth it. Start every date by attempting to levitate. This is not the serious one. This is the last funny one. It's a great conversation starter and a surefire way to stand out from the crowd. No kidding. Levitate. Okay, guys, if there's any girls on this chat, if the guy started levitating, would you be impressed? Just answer honestly. Okay. I think that, to me, that's kind of cool. Like, if someone started levitating, I'd be pretty blown away I'd be pretty impressed. Like, see, I don't have any words to say. Like, I'd be pretty impressed. I'd be like, if you can levitate, you mine. You know what I'm saying? I see. All right. And I'm going to give you some real advice, guys. This is from the bottom of my heart. Very serious stuff. The thing I want to leave you with today, in this society where, you know, if you're nice to a girl, you come across as creepy. If you're quiet, you come off as incompetent. The piece of advice I have for you today is give up. It's impossible, guys. There's no way you can go. There is nothing you can do. You will never be able to impress them, and there is nothing you can do, okay? They will always be judging you, and there is nothing in this whole world that can get you the girl you want, especially if the one you want. You'll always end up with something. If they don't like you, you have no chance. You don't even have a stinking chance at all. No. Zippo. There is nothing. There's nothing you can do. There's not even one thing. Because if there was, I would like to know. Please tell me. Enlighten me. I would love to know. But in all seriousness, this is actually a tip that I really have for you. Like, just from looking on the outside, and just get financially ready. Guys, just like boys, before you go looking for something, get ready financially. Because if you meet somebody before you're financially ready, you're going to regret it, because they're like, I can't provide for this girl that I really like, and I just can't. So there's no way there. And the other thing is, once you're in the relationship and then you're like, oh, shoot, I got to get ready because she wants to get married, and you go off and work, then they think, oh, he doesn't care anymore, and they leave you. Like, most relationships will end because the man is trying to prepare, because the man has a financial clock in his mind. He's like, when I'm ready to get married, when I'm ready, that's when my money is ready. But the girl's always like emotionally. It's like, when I'm emotionally ready, I want to get married. But actually, the guy has a financial clock. She has an emotional clock. And so it is a lot harder for the girl to be patient when she's like, why is he always busy? Like, why does he never have time for me anymore? It's because he really does care. But it won't come across that way to the girl, because she's like, well, maybe he's moved on. No, he hasn't. But most relationships will end because of that miscommunication there. And that is actually a true statement. So I want to leave you with that. Be financially ready or close before you start looking, because you'll thank me later. Trust me. All right, this has been the ADHD podcast. Thank you so much for, coming to hang out with me and listen to me ramble about that. That was fun. I appreciate all you guys. Peace.